a boost in sales or productivity with an IP like that. Like if the company that made Sea of Stars made Chrono Trigger, that would be fucking perfect.
If this is the end, I ain't going out empty-handed.
Don't be a fool. That necklace is the only thing keeping the shadows at bay.
Then you should start running.
There is a voice in the mist. It calls out. Back to the shadows with you.
Death
Goddamn.
is like the wind, always by my side. Swift like vengeance.
I think this game has really good music. It's a lot of like sea shanty type of music because you know of the whole pirate tropical theme that goes on here. But I think the music's pretty decent. It's not like as expensive as like I don't know, like Sea of Stars or like Indivisible, if you've ever like played or seen that game. It's not that expensive sounding, but it's not generic. It's not like fucking like Mortal Kombat like 11-1 type of just generic bullshit music.
This ends!
Oh, it's immune to stun. Okay. I need more tentacles.
Embrace motion!
Ironically, I don't even this boss will later become like just a regular enemy. Like they pull some like Souls shit where you just run into this enemy ad nauseum because after this point it just becomes like a common boss. Brom, I'm gonna have you add more shielding to us. I would like for them to do a Ruined King 2 at some point, just because I know the story continues after this whole point with other characters like Lucian and Senna. I know that they get involved with like the whole Ruined King, Ruination story arc, so I would love to see a lot more or a continuation from this game or a sequel. I don't know if this game sold well. This game came out during like the whole. This game came out during COVID, so I'm not sure how well this game sold. I know it was impacted by that. or like the development or whatnot was impacted by it. I'm not sure. I didn't keep up with whether or not this game sold well. I just know that when I saw that the game was coming out, I was gonna cop it immediately. Because this game came out like around the same time I believe Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, and like Animal Crossing, I think. Don't quote me on that. So it would have came out in like a time where it would have there's just like a bunch of just AAA titles that or big AAA titles that, you know, just probably would have stomped on its, you know, whole parade. It came out in 2021. Huh. Okay, so I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember when this game or how this game performed. I know that a lot of Airship Syndicate games go underneath the radar. Like this game, Battle Chasers, Darksiders. I know that Airship Syndicate just put out another game called Wayfinders, which I'm interested in trying out at a later date when I get the money to buy that game. I know a lot of this stuff goes underneath the radar, which is unfortunate, because, you know, they make a lot of cool looking games.
I live to fight.
Learned your lesson?
Almost got a level up out of that.
The temple lies ahead. Perhaps the woman you are looking for went there for shelter.
Damn it. Why did she leave without telling me? I won't abandon my duty. Not again.
Yes, we are stronger together.
Let us proceed to the Buhru temple. ready?
I haven't even made a dent in this story yet. I think I've streamed this game for at least 4 hours in total, and I haven't made a dent in the story. I should level up after this.
Knock him down.
Yeah. This is, I believe this is probably like maybe a 40 to 50 hour game. So you get your money's worth, most certainly. Oh shit, control about to die.
Watch them, mustache!
Too easy.
I would have liked to think that at this point of like their development, that the 2XKO studio would have showed a little bit more outside of just Jinx for the game. I know they put out a trailer for Jinx, but we already knew Jinx was going to be in the game. Like there was already like promotional material that came out that showed that Jinx was going to be in the game. I would have liked to see like Vi or Jace. Okay. What about now?
Do you always pick fights you know you'll lose?
Okay. Yeah, I think this is probably the longest I've had this mic running and plugged in at once, so it was probably like, I need to be restarted. Big dog, can you restart me?
Swift, like vengeance.
But yeah, I would have liked to see like Jace, Vi, and Mbessa. I know they like officially brought Mbessa to like League of Legends, the actual League of Legends game. But I would like to see Mbessa or something in 2XKO. Yeah, Mbessa is an Arcane original. Her and Mel were never in any of the formal Arcane League of Legends games. But they added Mbessa, and I'm going to assume that they're going to add Mel later. So both of the characters are exquisite. They're really good. there's a rest point here. Yeah, I like to hear or like to see that they are making they're taking some of the stuff from art, or they're taking a lot of the stuff from Arcane and making it canon to what's happening or what took place or what's going on in League of Legends. Because I believe when I'll shut up.
Yasuo, come, friend. Sit with me.
If you insist.
Of course I do. I never take no for an answer.
Right. So, how did you come to fight with only a shield? Why not a weapon to go with it? A finely honed blade or a mace?
Well, it began in the Forge of Orm.
Ah, here we go.
Rome once punched through the heart of a mountain into a locked vault, with fists alone, and pried a mighty vault door off its hinges all the way out. It was all to save a trapped troll boy from certain death. Since that day, Brom always carries it as a shield into battle, a symbol of protection.
That story was shorter than I expected.
And all of it true.
I'm sure it is.
Good old Brom. Good old Brom. And his elongated storytelling. I wonder how the hardcore league fans feel about that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be as disrespectful as I want to be in regards to that. They should just shut the fuck up and enjoy it. They should just shut the fuck up because they haven't gotten anything in a very long time. So if they don't like it, they should appreciate the fact that they are getting something that they never gotten before on a consistent basis. Because at this point, over the span of 10 years, all they got was breadcrumbs. All you got was little tiny breadcrumbs to sate your ravenous hunger that they never gave a fuck about, or they never bothered to give you. So at this point, you got like decades worth of lore in the span of like 4 years. So, you know, if you're asking me, they should just shut the fuck up. You got decades worth of lore and character development in the span of 4 years in 18 episodes. It sounds like a good trade-off to me. Ooh, I have enough to buy both of these. I'm getting them. And I say that with all due respect. Nothing but respect to the League of Legends fans and people who invested a lot of time and energy into this franchise. But you know, at this point, you know,
Don't worry, I'll make this
all
quick.
the time and toil that you put into this series and you got nothing, and then the series has grown, expanded, and gave you so much development at once that you just never gotten before, and that's what you're in for the series for. You just got to take what comes with it. They should be happy that more people are into the franchise than ever before.
Goddess will be right.
that's what I'm saying. I'd be happy too.
I have
And I say all of that with all due respect to the people who invest time and energy into this franchise for far longer than I have. I mean, it's not like the stuff that came out was bad. It may have been different than what they were originally introduced to, but a lot of those characters are like 10 to 15 years old. So like I saw a lot of people in the show, and I'm not going to spoil this for you. But I saw a lot of people on the fence about what happens to Victor in season 2. And I'm like, I understand that you don't like it because it's different than how the game introduced the character, but that character is 15 years old. The design obviously says it's 15 years old, and it wasn't intended on how this show is interpreting a lot of stuff.
This will make good stuff.
So as I don't know, because I'm just gonna be even more disrespectful if I continue. And I would like to think I'm a nice person. All in all, I say that to I say that to say we don't want to hear none of that shit, Sharif. Take it or fucking leave it.
Remember to stretch.
Remember to stretch. He has a lot of fucking HP. I would say that. Brom, you don't. Brom, this thing has far more HP than you do.
Don't worry about me. Save the Poros. Almost as good.
Give Brom a little bit of health. This motherfucker's about to die. I need more pieces. For real, like, I mean, he came into the fight without that much health, so I guess that's partially on me. But yeah, this thing is taking Brom to fucking town. Brom, get in, and do some work. Let him know, Brom. Let him know you ain't pussy. I can't stun this thing, but at least I can probably get Brom to full HP now and do a little bit of damage.
Perhaps you are tired.
Sorry, Alawi. I don't have anything to debuff Alawi. Oh, that's fine. It's not gonna do much because I don't have any tentacles.
Stay down. You're done. Got what you deserved.
You will stagnate no
That fucking three-headed turtle taught Braum some fucking manners. I'm doing a little bit of exploration, and then then I'm gonna go to the Buhru temple. Lucas, I have to ask because I'm thinking about it very hard. Have you heard or do you have any opinions on the new Kendrick Lamar album? It's been a week and I've been listening to that album like ad nauseum. Before you cement your opinion, I just want you to know that that album is not an album. It's a mix. It's pretty much a mixtape to hold everyone over until he comes out with his actual album. He's supposed to be dropping something else, but either around his Super Bowl performance.
If we must.
Yeah, more Kendrick is always great, especially now that he's not necessarily, or he's not signed to TDE, so he has a little bit more leeway to do things his own way and release music at his own clip, at his own pace. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he moves from that point. And that mix, or his body of work, his EP, his mixtape, whatever, it's not. I don't think that mixtape was for anybody else but the West Coast. Like, that wasn't for that mixtape was pretty much just for California niggas. And I think in a previous life I was a California nigga. That should kill. Reincarnated is dope, especially like the whole concept of that song is crazy, especially the last verse. The last verse is nuts, how he just ties the biblical version of like Lucifer into like him and every musician going through like a cycle of just just the bullshit that comes with being in like the music industry or doing music. It's crazy. Especially how he like channeled Tupac in a way I don't think many other artists have done. Yeah, to Pimp a Butterfly, he was doing mad like Lucifer type of comparisons. It's interesting. I would like to pick his brain because I'm not the most religious person. I know some religion. I grew up in the church. I'm not hyper religious. But I would personally like to pick his brain about what he, or like his opinion about religious topics. Hurry up and get some of this healing before they kill the dude. I just cheesed the shit out of the game. Because it's a recurring thing with him about like Lucifer and music. That I personally never made the connection to, just because he made like the connection that Lucifer was a musician before he got kicked out of heaven, and he had beef with his dad, and who is God or Yahweh or what have you. It's a very interesting comparison, because there's mad musicians that just be roaming around here, or that's just exist, that had like most turbulent relationships with their father, specifically their father. MJ, yeah. Man, I don't think MJ's dad kicked him out of the house. He just, he beat perfection into that nigga though.
This will be
him and all of his siblings. He beat perfection into them. Which, I mean, there's turbulence in that relationship, but it's not the same as getting kicked out of the house and having to be on your own. I'm sure they much rather would have gotten just kicked out of the house rather than getting their ass handed to them with a fucking leather belt or extension cord every day. Joe Jackson was a different type of nigga. That was a Joe Jackson.
5.
Excellent. They were excellent, but at what cost? The cost of billions of dollars, nigga. the cost of buku's amount of money. If you're telling me I just have to have my dad beat my ass into perfection, and I would have made billions of dollars, I'm halfway there. I was halfway there.
I'd stay down.
Why did I beat my ass? But ain't nothing perfect come out of me. Ain't nothing perfect come out of me. A lot of rebellion came out. But then again, neither one of us were like striving for being in the entertainment business, so.
Can't slow me.
Nah, the Drake stuff has just been. The Drake stuff has just been. I've been like in tears about that shit. That shit is so hilarious to me. This nigga is crashing out in ways I've never seen anyone crash out before in fucking hip hop. The fact that he was trying to act so unbothered is hilarious to me, because if somebody was walking around calling me a pedophile, I would be the most bothered I've ever been in my entire life. You can't hide that shit, yo. You can't hide that. He had clubs, stadiums, niggas on the block singing "Calling You a PDF file." Like, there's no way you can't be bothered by that. I'm bothered. It ain't even about me. He plotted for a week to send you the information. He just mad light skinned, yo. That's just the most light skinned response I've ever heard to some shit before in my entire life. We plotted for a week and fed you the information. Yeah, okay, and you failed. And you failed. I've never seen anyone fail so hard at supposedly setting someone up to look like a liar. He was like, Kendrick was like, yeah, I might have lied, but the shit worked. Yeah, and he contradicted himself. He contradicted himself at the same time, because he called whoever he fed the information to give the Kendrick a clown. Yeah. You know. And I'm like, fam. The lengths that you have gone through to not look pathetic have made you look pathetic. Like I don't even think Drake knows how light skinned his whole response to this is. Like, this is like the most waffle colored Negro thing I've ever seen in my entire life. He went to court. You went to the feds. He went from drop to stop to cops in the span of 6 months. Yeah, he called Kendrick a wife beater and didn't have any proof. So he's a walking contradiction, which I understand, because he's half black and half white. So there is a lot of contradiction in his blood already. So, but you can't just be a contradiction in a rap battle. I mean, you can't call a nigga a wife beater and then think that because, you know, in some cultures, being called a wife beater is not as bothersome as being called a PDF file. But I'm like, an accusation is a criminal accusation is a criminal accusation, regardless of which criminal accusation you're calling each other. You're both calling each other criminals. His shit just stuck because you have years of being funny, looking funny in the light. Yeah, that's funny that you came in right on this particular topic. That's hilarious.
Not half bad.
I don't even like I don't like talking about this because I like listening. I like Drake music. I bought this nigga music. I spent money on this nigga music. I'm not deleting that shit for absolutely any reason. But he there's no way people can defend him. I'm not going to defend him. There's absolutely no way I can defend such light-skinned behavior.
Steel winds roar.
It's his behavior is just astounding me because ever since Scorpion, the nigga has been just has been trying to act. He's been trying to project like this machismo that is just not him. Like he's been trying to portray this mob ties, like thuggery that is just unbecoming of him. Drake, you're not a thug. You're from Canada. You're from suburban Canada, and you were on Degrassi. There's nothing thug about you. Just see. I like Drake when I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Exactly. This Epstein angle, the shit I expected. Then you should have you should have did something about it.